Hi, welcome to The Wild Lifestyle. This is a little bit about me. My name is Lux Wild. I'm 18 years old and I live on a small farm north of Seattle. I have 3 younger brothers, which means that I am the oldest sister and I have no other siblings besides my 3 little brothers. So I'm the only girl, which is fun at times, and other times I like to say it's interesting. Just graduated high school. And I plan on taking a gap year, and in that gap year I'm trying to work as much as I can. Right now I'm working as a nanny, but I'm also maybe hoping to work as a barista and also start YouTube. I have 2 St. Bernards, and by I mean my family has 2 St. Bernards. One is Macy and one is Thor, and Macy is 5 years old and she is the mother to Thor, who will be 1 on July 1st, and Thor is like my child and I love him to death, and he gets way more special privileges than his mom, and I love him more than his mom. But I also have a cat. His name is Zeke. He is a farm cat who turned into a house cat who still is a farm cat. So sometimes he's in the house, sometimes he's out on the farm, but you never know what day it is. Also, I have ducks, geese, and turkeys. We used to have a goats and a bearded dragon, but the main thing about me is I love to create art, and I've always loved to create art and different art forms. I think it's so cool for a single person to be able to do many different types of art forms. Like, for example, when I was a little girl, I used to just do your typical little girl painting, and I took that to the next level. And then when I was an elementary school age kid, I got a sewing machine, and one Christmas break we had an extra snow week, so it was like 3 weeks of Christmas break, and I decided to take all the fabric I got for Christmas and make a quilt out of it in 3 days. And I made a like adult size quilt at the age of 8, and after making a quilt, I started to pursue other things like photography, and that's really when my dream of making a YouTube channel really began. I was middle school to high school age, and I started to see something that I was in middle school to high school when I first realized how much I really just loved making videos, and how much I loved creating digital content and editing and taking photos. And I first kind of drifted that towards photography, and I went really in depth in that and took many classes in high school and bought a camera and did a bunch of stuff with that. And so now YouTube is my next kind of goal. As like I said, like when I was a little girl, it was like be better at painting, and then in elementary school, like do a quilt, take your sewing machine that you got for Christmas and do something that no one's done before at your age. And then photography, really pursue it, really dig deep, and like I bought a camera, and I had to save up like many birthdays and work really hard over the summers to be able to buy a DSL camera, and then I did. And now that I've graduated high school and I have a year to really find who I am and just make money and just kind of take a break and let my brain rest from school, I found an opportunity that this would be an awesome time to pursue one of my biggest goals in life, which would be starting a YouTube channel. And upon doing this, I started looking back at old photos, and honestly, this has probably been like a 6 months process. Ever since I turned 18, I really started to pursue starting a YouTube channel and doing a bunch of research, because amazingly, YouTube has everything you could ever need on how to start a YouTube channel, and tips and tricks from people who have done it for 10 years or 12 years and who know how to use the algorithm and everything. And upon doing this and doing all this research, I started to go back on all my videos, and I think also just kind of with like graduation and going back on child memories, and I started to see I was vlogging way before it was a thing. You could see in my eyes that I just brightened up when the camera came out, and I love to entertain, and like I found this one video of me just on our fireplace just doing this whole musical just for my brothers, and I was just having an awesome time, and I was in my whole little world, and I was rocking out to Eye of the Tiger at 4 years old to my baby brothers. And so, long story short, I just started to see that this is really a part of me, and I know that's what every YouTuber says, like, oh my goodness, I started when I was so little, I've been uploading for so long, I've been making videos for so long, but I think honestly I didn't really realize it until you go back and you start to realize like, oh my goodness, this is a part of me. And I think that a lot of people who are creative, this is just who they are, and this is like one of the I think easiest, I wouldn't say easiest, most achievable goal to make money off art. And art of any form. You can make a YouTube channel anywhere from home and garden to making comedy videos. It's such a wide range. You can really do anything. And I think that's what intrigues me the most about YouTube, is it can be anywhere from home and garden to comedy videos. And you can do videos on how to plant your garden, or you could do videos on parodies from songs and movies, and you can find anything from how to do it videos to videos that will lighten your day. And honestly, that is the main goal, is to have fun. And this channel isn't about making money, it isn't about being the biggest YouTuber, it's about me expressing another goal of mine. And my goal isn't to become a YouTuber, my goal is to make digital content. And whatever capacity that is, I sure hope that it is in some type of capacity where people will watch it. But if it's just for me and my family, then that's awesome. But I really do love to create, and I made a promise to myself that before I did this, was doing it for me and not to jump on this trend or jump on this whole era. So long story short, that's a little bit about what this channel is going to be. So to give you more details about what the channel is actually going to be, it's going to be a lifestyle channel. It's going to be just about my life, and I named the channel The Wild Lifestyle because after looking at my life and things, I live a crazy lifestyle. I live it very differently than most of the world, and I enjoy it a lot. I have a lot of fun, and I've learned a lot, and I want to share that with you guys. And also I have lots of fun things that I want to share with the world, like tips and tricks and things like Q&As about me and how I do things very differently than a lot of different people. Simply, I want to make vlogs and Q&As and best friend tags and the occasional product review, all about my wild lifestyle and all what that's all about. And it just happens that it's also my nickname. So I hope that you'll stay around and you'll like what I have for you.